You don't need 12 steps. You need discipline, purpose and pain. So let me hit you with something real in this video. So if you haven't got 5 minutes to potentially change your life, then click off and don't even bother watching. So if you're a man stuck in the loop of addiction, self-sabotage and quiet self-loathing, it's probably not because you didn't sit in enough circles or therapy sessions. It's because you've been avoiding pain, discipline and purpose. And I'm not here to bash support groups and therapy and AA meetings. I'm here to tell you, if you're the kind of man who knows deep down that he was built for more, but keeps running back to the comfort of smoking, drinking alcohol or sniffing lines to avoid himself, then what you need isn't another meeting or therapy session or recovery meeting. You need to get a mission for your life, a purpose. Because once you've got a mission, everything else takes care of itself. Because early on, I thought I was the exception. I'd look like I had it all together. People saw the confidence, the fake confidence, may I add, the fake charm, the drive. But behind the scenes, I was secretly disappearing into drugs and drink because it gave me a break from myself and the thoughts in my mind. But once you learn to control those thoughts and use them as fuel, you can take over the world. But I had no anchor. I had no structure, no North Star, which is why I've now created the Limitless Man Blueprint. It's a free download in the bio, in the comments. It's literally what I wish I had or someone had given me years ago, because it's not about giving you permission to be a victim. It's about arming you with the daily discipline, internal drive and tools and resources to become the man that you keep fantasizing about. So let me tell you something, and it might be a little bit uncomfortable, but we're dealing with uncomfortable truths because we're ready for growth. Growth is meant to hurt. It's called your comfort zone for a reason. Once you get outside your comfort zone, it's not necessarily comfortable, surprisingly. Not in a destructive way, but in a refining way. Because discipline is uncomfortable. Purpose feels heavy. But the pain of staying the same, that will eat your soul. And it's the worst feeling of suffering in silence. You see, the man you want to become is not born in therapy sessions or sob stories or AA meetings. He's born in the early morning workouts when no one's clapping. He's born through the journaling, the choosing clean food when your boys are out smashing coke or kebabs at 2 a.m. He's born in skipping the sesh and the stupid pub visits and picking up a book or some boxing gloves instead. He's born in confronting that urge to smoke or drink when it creeps in and saying, nah, not today, I'm deciding to level up. What men aren't told enough is this: recovery isn't about becoming something new. It's about remembering who you really are. It's not about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you really are and committing to that man every single day. So if you've been slipping, stop thinking that you need more motivation, because I promise you, you don't. What you need is brutal honesty with yourself and the willingness to put in that painful, repetitive work without the immediate high, because those immediate highs end up with crashes, come downs, and you want to earn your feel-good feelings. Good feelings got to be earned. I've cried at the side of my mum's voice when she said she was scared I won't wake up because I nearly overdosed. I've robbed people I loved and people I didn't know because I needed another hit and found a way to fund the chaos. I've been on the floor, unable to get anything else up my nose, shaking, paranoid and ashamed. And none of that was fixed with a 12-step workbook or therapy sessions. It changed when I truly decided that I would rather die trying to level up than live another day as a slave to my own habits. Because you know what finally made me change? I stopped outsourcing my problems. I stopped blaming everything outside of me, and I started owning every single choice that I made, even the bad ones. Because when you take responsibility for the good and the bad stuff, you recognize your power to actually have an effect on your life. And that's when I became dangerous in the best way possible. That's when I became someone that I respected again. So if you want a real transformation, build a routine that will make your future self proud and actually stick to it, brick by brick, day by day, bit of momentum by bit of momentum. That was a good little tongue twister for you. But chase a purpose so heavy that it forces you to drop the habits that can't come with you and sit with the pain long enough to turn that pain and that fear into fuel. That's why I created the Limitless Man Blueprint. It's free. That's where you get started. It's linked below in the description. But don't download it if you're just going to read it and go back to the same cycle. Download it if you're ready to look in the mirror and make the same promise I made to myself and my clients have made to themselves. I don't need saving. I need a mission. And if anything in this video hit you, drop a comment or a question below, because I reply to it all. You don't have to ask me a question. You can ask me questions, but challenge me. That's what growth is all about, because you're not weak. You're just one decision away from a real unstoppable momentum, and no 12 steps or therapy sessions will ever beat what one man's conviction can. Let me just say that again. No therapy or 12 steps will beat what one man's conviction can when he decides to level up and make a serious change. Let's go.